Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It's the New England Patriots taking on the New Orleans Saints.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the New England Patriots. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign, took his game to a new level, and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
They start the drive on the ground, Kamara, and right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. When you look at this Patriots defense, it's quite a unit, number one in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
This defense for the Patriots, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on first and second down. And then on third down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Returnable here from the 38. Good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of, but when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. And they want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to Stevenson on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And the rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
On second down, it's Stevenson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Douglas, the man in motion. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now look at him go. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a safe touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Will it's on for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Somebody to return that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Possession back to the Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson headed out with the offense. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30. They run once more with Stevenson. A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. All right, Charles, you know, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talked with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Looking to throw. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Saints are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's a 2nd and 5. Pickett now from the gun here. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. Let's take it at around the 40. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Gets this complete to Shaheed. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10.
56, Mike, 56. Coming to you, coming to you. 56, the Mike, boys, 56. Check 56. I'm coming. 18, Pioneer. Mike's 56.
They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pats are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. Open man downfield is Johnson. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Pickett now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Crawford. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Lutz is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Bills with the lead in the second quarter. Josh Palmer, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. It's Bryce Young with a good day throwing it. 3 touchdown passes there. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And that one's at halftime with the visiting Lions out on top. A touchdown there for Jahmyr Gibbs.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Come on. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his running back out of the backfield and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
The tight end Henry here in motion. They'll look to throw now on first down. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff. Stevenson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got a man. It's his fullback. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Here's 2nd and 8. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finding Gibson on a slant. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy to the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Ramondre Stevenson, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far, as they used the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 14-10. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Yards the tally on the return there. And the Patriots take over. So here are the Patriots to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Stevenson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 76 yards on the ground so far for Stevenson, and a 1st down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. So the completion good for just 3.
and it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 35, here's second down and 7. A give running right, Gibson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Watch your slant. 19 tight. 19 tight. 7. All day. 57 the mark. 57 the mark.
Out of the gun now on third down. Over the middle, it's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This will get the lead up to 7. Myers' kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Trailing 17-10, a minute 53 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now Pickett. Throw left side complete. That's Crawford. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. It's complete. Kamara. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Looking to throw here. Pickett. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. All All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Pickett to throw. That's caught by Johnson. Here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Pickett. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Pickett back to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they know anything less than a touchdown here at this late stage is going to be no good. They were going for it all right there, but it was just too hard to adjust to that one in the air, and it winds up incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots are close to finishing off this football game. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. On the handoff, Stevenson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 3rd and 8. Try to take this home. They'll run. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Pickett. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for New England, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.